Switching topics here, a big pivot as we call it. The New York Knicks are back in the NBA Finals, and the NYPD is keeping an eye on watch parties. WNYC's Charles Lane reports they're even blaming some social media influencers for rowdy crowds outside of Madison Square Garden last week.
Police say 6,000 fans swarmed around Madison Square Garden on Thursday, jumping barriers and climbing onto subway entrances. The department points to viral street interview accounts like one called Side Talk and other copycats for driving the crowd. Mayor Mamdani says watch parties will still happen as the Knicks play for the NBA title, except these city-sanctioned events will be at designated venues like Radio City Music Hall and Brooklyn Bowl.
It is a time for New Yorkers to celebrate. It's a time where they're also safe. And we're going to have a number of different kinds of watch parties.
An NYPD spokesperson says city-backed parties will be at venues where police can manage entry and monitor crowd size.
Every day, WNYC is working to get closer to New York and to New Yorkers. The underwriting we get from businesses helps power our independence. Learn how your organization can join in at sponsorship.wnyc.org.
If you're one of the thousands of listeners who support WNYC with a financial contribution, thank you. It's possible that your employer participates in a workplace matching gifts program, which could double or even triple your support. To find out if your donation can be matched by your employer, just visit our easy search tool at wnyc.org/match. And thank you.
Spotify wants you to listen to magazine articles.
Marketplace Morning Report is supported by Intuit QuickBooks, integrating payroll, time tracking, human resources, and more in one connected system. More at quickbooks.com/workforce. And by GEP, helping companies navigate global supply chain challenges through procurement and supply chain strategy services and its AI-native platform, GEP Quantum Intelligence.
For Marketplace, I'm Nova Safo. Good morning. Spotify is expanding its audio offerings to include narrated versions of hundreds of magazine stories from publications such as Rolling Stone, Vanity Fair, and The Atlantic. The change comes on the heels of a bunch of new features announced during Spotify's Investor Day last week as the company tries to turn around its slumping stock. Marketplace's Megan McCarty-Carino has more.
With AI disrupting the music industry and streaming landscape, Spotify is looking to diversify its business, says analyst Matthew Dolgan at Morningstar.
There are things that you can get on Spotify that you can't get with the others.
Audio articles, custom AI podcasts, a new partnership with Universal Music to allow users to create AI covers and remixes of certain songs.
It just makes the platform stickier, makes subscribers less likely to leave.
And the platform already has a strong track record in podcasts, says Laura Fisher, analyst with Media Research.
It's like, what do we do with that spoken word audio appetite now, and where does it go next?
Spotify has offered audio books for more than 2 years and seen steady growth in listeners. Audio articles will be included in premium users' monthly book allowance, or available for $1.99.
How many times have you started in long-form article and thought, wouldn't it be cool if you could listen to that in the car? Absolutely.
Carnegie Mellon professor Michael Smith says many publications offer their own audio versions of articles.
But they're all a little bit different. They're a little bit wonky.
So consolidating them on a platform where users already have a listening habit could be beneficial for publishers, too. I'm Megan McCarty-Carino for Marketplace.
Spotify shares rose nearly 2% yesterday, retreating 0.5% in pre-market trading this morning. Let's do the numbers. While markets in Asia were mixed overnight, Japan's Nikkei closed flat. Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index fell 1%. But you're hearing happy music because on Wall Street, Dow, S&P, and NASDAQ futures are up in the 0.3 to 0.5% range.
Marketplace Morning Report is supported by Amazon Business. Amazon Business offers smart business buying, which uses AI-driven tools to perform time-consuming procurement tasks, helping to simplify complex processes and streamline workflows. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com. And by Schwab. At Schwab, investors get choices ranging from self-directed investing to full-service wealth management all in one place. Learn more at schwab.com.
We know that how consumers are feeling about the economy and how they're spending has often not matched up, but analytics company J.D. Power says consumers have grown increasingly worried about inflation, and many are delaying major purchases. This is especially true for people under 40. In a survey, J.D. Power found only a third in that age group believe they can cover everyday expenses. Jennifer White is Senior Director of Financial Services Intelligence at J.D. Power, and she joins us now for more. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your latest survey found quite a bit of challenges right now for consumers. Can you break it down for those under 40 versus older generations? What are the challenges they're facing?
In general, we know that more than 2/3 of the U.S. consumer base is struggling to some degree financially. And when I say struggling, I mean things like, can you pay your bills on time? Do you have both access to short and long-term deposits? The challenge is for those younger consumers amongst us, their ability to meet those thresholds is something that very often comes with time, and they haven't had enough time to build up those resources in a way that, makes them feel more comfortable about their financial health.
And for the younger consumer, and perhaps even others as well in other generations, you think we are reaching a tipping point or near one where the resilience that we've seen so far in the last few years may be about to come to an end?
I do believe that we have seen incredible resilience, particularly in the younger consumer base. The challenge is predicting when price fatigue will erode that resilience. We definitely see changes in behaviors with regard to affordability being more pronounced among younger consumers. So taking greater steps today in order to navigate price fatigue. So it would seem to indicate that tipping point would come sooner for the younger consumer than the older consumer, but it's hard to predict when it'll happen.
Tell me about what role you're seeing social media and AI play in all this in terms of financial advice and information that people may be seeking out.
We asked consumers in the last 3 months, have you gone to AI to ask for financial advice or information? That number is 68% in the under 40 population compared to 42% in the over 40 population. Now, consumers of all ages are telling us that they're going to verify that information. The challenge is when we say, who are you verifying it with? Most often it's friends and family. So what verification really looks like can be worrisome if we think about how often AI can be misleading to consumers.
If you had one piece of financial advice for folks who may be struggling out there or who may be trying to get some kind of financial assistance, what would that advice be?
Reach out to your bank. Spend the time to find out how to make an appointment for an in-person or a virtual consultation. They likely have free credit score tools that not only will explain what your current credit score is, but provide you oftentimes with a simulator on how to improve your credit score. While I know we might have growing distrust as a general populace in large institutions, for the most part, banks are considered one of the most trustworthy institutions, and it's a good chance that the help that you need is there for free, and you might just not know about it.
Jennifer White is Senior Director of Financial Services Intelligence at J.D. Power. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Wonderful conversation. Happy to be here.
I'm Nova Safo with the Marketplace Morning Report. From APM, American Public Media.
WNYC is supported by